Hello my lovelies, this is a reading for Aquarius for the month of February. I hope that you're all well. There's a huge shift and change coming up for all of us, but especially with regards to the energies of Aquarius, and the planet that rules Aquarius is called Uranus, and as of the 6th of March it moves into the sign of Taurus. So at present it's still in Aries. So you might have been feeling a little bit burned out, like your get up and go's got up and gone, and a lack of stamina, and for some you might have been feeling a little bit low or depressed and wondering, will things ever change? Well, they're about to. And it will, as Uranus moves into Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, so it's about grounding things and really feeling that all of the last 7 years and the hard work that you've put in, don't give up, really don't give up, because there's a new boost to this joy for living. And if your joy has been diminished, or you've allowed others to diminish you, this is about a reset button. So there's a new 7-year cycle coming up for you, where you will really start to feel your feet, to feel grounded, to feel that the ideas that you have had, or your dreams, or your intentions, with this reset button, it's going to bring things and solidify them, and help you to manifest things much more coherently than you have done in the past. Now I've chosen some oracle cards for you from various different packs, and there's a lovely sense of togetherness with them. Now on the 4th of February, there's actually a new moon in your sign. So this is your birthday month, and so when there's a new moon, there's a new beginning, and also a new beginning with a birthday. And so congratulations, happy birthdays to you all. So this is new beginnings on lots and lots and lots of different levels. Now the first little card you have is an angel card, and it's the angel of willingness. You see the little angel doing the washing up and stacking the plates, the nice clean pots and pans, etc. So this isn't just about doing the washing up or being tidy. It's about having a tidy mind and being willing to make the necessary changes. So this is a planet of choice. They say it's the only planet of choice, and we have free will. So we can have the free will to be miserable or be happy. So when we call upon our angels, they're not allowed to interfere. We have to ask them. So with the energy of this little angel around you, are you willing to listen to advice, guidance from another aspect of yourself? Because that's what wants to come in. And the planet Uranus is all about change. It's about the future. It's about groups, the media, spreading the word. So if you've had an idea about something you would like to share with humanity and spread the word, this is not only the month to do it, but it's the year to do it, and over the following 7 years. And it's putting your will into things, willing things to happen. So I feel it's a very exciting time for you. Here we have a little self-mastery card, and it is enthusiasm. That's a fabulous word. Theos is God. Entheos is with God. So the word enthusiasm means with God, or the universe. So you are actually working with a sense of the divine, the almighty, whatever you want to call it, infinite mind. And because Aquarius is an air sign, It rules the intellect and the mind and thinking and invention. Plucking things from the ethers. Working with this entheos, enthusiasm, is being able to tap into that divine part of yourself, your soul energy, your higher self, and manifest, bring to earth. So bringing heaven to earth and sharing it, because that's part of your purpose. So the Aquarian energy. And we say that this is the age of Aquarius. So we've moved out of the age of Pisces, which is all about religion, and into the age of Aquarius, which is all about spirituality. So each age lasts about 2,000 years. So if you think of the age of Pisces, it was the little fish, which is a sign of Christianity and religion. And now we're moving into this lovely age of Aquarius, which is about sharing energy, being able to contact the divine without having to go through a priest or a rabbi or a sheikh or anybody else. You go directly to God. And it says here, as a master, I see the fulfillment of my destiny clearly. Success is my right, and my eyes do not stray to the temporary setbacks along the way. So if in the past you've had other people around you diminishing you and saying, oh, I wouldn't do that. Well, no, they wouldn't. But they're not you. You have a unique insight into life, into what would actually serve humanity. And sometimes when we allow others to diminish us, we're stuck in an old pattern or an old program. And this year is all about getting rid of those old negative belief systems and how they hold us back. So when we buy into that fear factor, that's what cripples us. That's what makes us fall short of achieving what it is we came here to do. So you can see your fulfillment of your destiny clearly. So if you've had veils across your eyes and because if you listen to what other people have said, who might have not encouraged you, that is falling away. And it's the time for you to really focus, because success is your right and your eyes do not stray to the temporary setbacks along the way. So when things do come along, little obstacles or delays, if you focus on those, then your energy will drop. So you might just see them out the corner of your eye and say, okay, I've seen it, but I'm not buying into it. I'm not acknowledging it. It's something that has come along. I see this as a challenge rather than an obstacle. And then close your ears off to anyone else around you saying, oh, isn't it terrible? Isn't it awful? Isn't it dreadful? Because it isn't. That's their view. So let them have their view, if that's what they want to do. But your view is clear, absolutely clear, of what it is that wishes to come to you. And rather than you waiting for it, you actually meet each other. You draw it to you. And this next card is lovely. This is one of the Ascended Masters. And it's trust. And this is Vishnu. So the energy of this dude is with you throughout February. Is to totally, totally trust your inner knowing. Trust that this situation or this person or this group of people around you, they are the right path for you to take. And if you need a sign from above, something that is clear and is solid, then ask for it. I was driving down the lane back into the village yesterday, and I was saying all my affirmations as I was driving along. Thank you for my perfect, vibrant, glowing health. Thank you for my lovely group of friends. And then suddenly towards me flew a buzzard, an enormous buzzard with his wings outstretched straight towards my windscreen. So I slowed down, and just before we got to each other, he just took off up over the bonnet and up into a tree. And I said, "Oh wow, thank you, Spirit, that is just amazing," because eagle represents spirit, so eagle, buzzard, falcon, that sort of thing. Eagles fly higher than other birds, and they say their wings touch the heavens. So I had my sign, I had my confirmation that all of this stuff that I've been working on for myself, positive affirmations, upstairs was hearing. And so they sent this beautiful gift of a message from the buzzard to say, "Yep, you're doing all right, girl, you're on the right track." So if there's any doubt in your mind or any feeling of, am I on the right track? This seems really strange or really weird. And that is the Uranus energy. It's strange, it's weird, it's revolution, it's evolution, it's shaking things up. And that's what you come here to do. You come here to shake things up for humanity. And whatever it is, the gift that you have, this is the right time for you to start to share it. If you feel, "Oh, I can't do this on my own, I don't have the resources, or I don't have the knowledge or whatever," then ask for it. Ask your higher self and trust that it will be brought to you. Okay. Vishnu is a Hindu god, and he works alongside others to preserve the world. And he's a benevolent and loving deity, and he can help you feel safe about your current life situation. So it's trusting that inner knowing, trusting that inner knowledge that you're on the right track. As I say, if you feel you want a sign, then ask. It might not be a buzzard, but it can come through in... Now, another lovely story here. I had a lovely lad come and have a reading with me some time ago. He'd spent some time in Brazil, and he wondered whether he should go and live in New Zealand. And I said to him, "Well, the universe is going to send you some signs for confirmation." And when he got home, he phoned me and he said, "You're never going to believe this." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Well, I drove down a different road to the one I normally do, and there was a 12-foot billboard, and on it said, 'New Zealand, only 12 hours away.'" So you see, the universe is listening, and you do get the messages, the answers that you asked for. So put it out there. It may come in the strangest of forms. You might open the Sunday mags this weekend, and there's something there. Oh, that's the answer. That's great. And usually the universe will send it to you 3 times, maybe in 3 different ways, if you don't get it the first time. And it's just to reiterate it. So the 3 will be mind, body, spirit. So first you get it in your mind, then you feel it in your body, and then boom, you get that lovely rush of cosmic energy. So this other lovely card, I like to use animal cards because I work with animals. I'm an animal communicator, and I also paint animals, and these are Native American medicine cards. So for you, you've got lizard energy, and the number is 36. 3 and 6 adds up to 9. So 9 is endings. It's about endings and beginnings, and also 9 is selflessness and humanitarianism, which is also the Aquarian energy. So it's giving of yourself for humanity. So it might not be that you set up a huge corporation. It can be that you just give to your local community. Also being aware that you can't give from an empty pot. So self-care is the first thing, and then you can give out to other people. And the lizard medicine is all about lying in the sunshine and daydreaming. And when we daydream, we go into a brain state which is called theta. And usually we achieve theta when we are dreaming. So it's the dream state, it's a rapid eye movement, REM, rapid eye movement. But you can do it during the day if you're sitting in the sunshine. So where I'm sitting now, I could easily go into theta because the sun's shining through and it's warm, and I'm feeling, oh, I'm in the zone. So when the lizard is lying in the sunshine, this energy is with you throughout February. of being aware of what is ended with the 9 energy. So cycles of 9. So you may have been in a job for 9 years. You may have been in a relationship for 9 years. You may have been in a house for 9 years. I will look back when you were 9, when you were 18, and multiples thereof. And when you acknowledge, oh, right, I've come to the end of this cycle, something new has to begin. Being aware of what you need to discard, let go of it, and then focusing on a lovely new beginning. So again, with the new moon in Aquarius on the 4th, and the daydreamy state. So we can dream things into being. So allowing yourself to get into a imaginative state, a daydreamy state, because that's where things formulate, and from that they can manifest. So we have a little mini card. There we are, little mini lizard card, and it says, rekindle lost goals or desires, expand your vision, honor messages in your dreams. So I think that's confirmed what I've just been saying. Rekindle lost goals or desires. So in the middle of the word rekindle is kind. So being kind to yourself. And when we're kind to ourselves, others are kind to us. What you do for yourself, you do for another. What you do for another, you do for yourself. For you and another are one. So if there's been unkindness around you, this is about showing the opposite of that and being kind to others. Rekindle lost goals or desires. So what I said about cycles coming to a close is saying, well, I had this idea and I'd really like to pick it up again, but it won't work the way I thought it would. I have to bring a new energy to it. So that's where the enthusiasm comes in. Entheos, with God. Okay? And trust that the right people will show up, the right situation, the right funding if you need that. Expand your vision. So because we've got a shift of planet into a new sign, so Uranus moving into Taurus, we also have the planet Jupiter in its own sign for the whole year. So that's 2. So Jupiter is fire and expansion and growth and learning, and Uranus is change and innovation. It rules electricity, it rules earthquakes. So you may have an inner earthquake and see what actually wants to come up and out of you. Expand your vision. So vision isn't just about these eyes, it's about this one as well. So your inner eye, your third eye. And when you go into that daydreamy state, that's when this starts to work. It opens up and it triggers off the pineal gland. So the pineal gland is the size of a tiny grain of rice. And it has water around it, but also crystals within the water. So crystals are conductors and transmitters. And because this little gland sits right in the center of your brain, it's transmitting all the time, but also it is taking in information. So Aquarius is the sky god, Uranus is the sky god. So if you wish to feel inspired, inspiration is breathing in spirit. Inspire comes from the word in spirit. So when you tap into that inspiring energy, then your pineal gland is activated. I mean, really transmitting stuff, okay? So when you put out there, if I did this in this way, what would be the result? Always open-ended questions. And then you can also say, show me, how do I do this? And then again, those answers will come. And they may come in your dreams. So it says, honor messages in your dreams. I'm going back to expanding your vision. So sometimes we are blinkered in life and we're only looking ahead. So again, out of the corners of your eyes, and your eyes can also be antenna outside of yourself. So your your aura. And as we start to work with ourselves on an inner level, that awareness can expand and grow. And because your awareness is much larger than your physical self, your little antenna will be picking up things at a distance around you. And then it's getting used to that. And it's starting to think, oh, that's a bit strange, but I think I'll look into it. And when you start to investigate things on a deeper level, and not just through your logical self, but allowing your right brain, so that intuitive self, will say, well, why is this showing up? Why is this coming to my life? Oh, wow, look, that meets up with that. Wow, that's a new way of putting energy into my project, or my dream, or my desire, or my goal. Wow, it wouldn't have worked 7 years ago because I didn't have that information. But now I do. Wow, look at that. And it's so simple. When we start to make it difficult, then you get analysis paralysis. When you allow that part of you that is divine to guide you, things just fall into place. So I would like to finish off with a card from this pack, and these are well-being cards, and they're all to do with the teachings of Abraham and the law of attraction. So I haven't chosen one yet, but I shall shuffle and we'll see what wants to come up. What I'm hearing is about rockets of desire. Rockets of desire. So that's a phrase that they use in Abraham's teachings. That when we send out rockets of desire to the universe, you're firing them off, and you just let them go. You don't try and track them. You just send them off out there and wait to see what comes back. And I get the sense that there might be one or two of you who, excuse me, haven't allowed yourself to do that. You might have had desires in your life, but when you send out rockets of desire, it has more impetus. And this is a time for you to really get some big results. Right. Ooh, this is interesting. So here we have, there's a little sort of ethereal being among a field of flowers. And there's clouds. And it says, I am life everlasting, I am an eternal being. So we are eternal beings, we continue. We don't stop. So even when we leave our physical overcoats, we continue. And it says, you cannot die, you are everlasting life. In grace you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure, positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness. So as we relax and connect with our non-physical state, which is our soul or infinite mind, whatever you want to call it, you are pure, positive energy. And when we go into that theta state, we're connecting with that pure positive energy, and there's nothing in the way. So there's no logical mind saying, oh, this is going to take a long time, or this is never going to arrive. You're just in that receptive state. So whatever your rockets of desire are, just be open to receiving whatever it is that you've asked for your natural state is foreverness. Oh, I do like that. That's lovely. So I hope that's been of some help to you, my lovelies. I've enjoyed reading for you. If you care to comment, that would be lovely. I'd like to know what you think of my sessions. If you like a private session, details are in the box below. Also, if you'd like to commission a painting, as one of my pieces here, which is Oberon, King of the Fairies. Also, I draw spirit guides. So if you would like a drawing of a spirit guide for yourself or for someone else, they come with a message from the guide, particular to you, and all I need is your name and your date of birth, and I just tune into that, and then the face starts to appear on the page. With regard to the paintings, you choose your 3 favourite colours, which I then mix with sacred ash, which is called Vibhuti, and with sacred water from the chalice well at Glastonbury. And when I put them on the canvas using a palette knife, then faces start to show up. And whatever it is wishes to come through for you, that you're bespoke and unique. So if you'd like to commission one for yourself or as a gift for someone else, details again are below in the box. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking and sharing, and until next time, bye.